Hi everyone, welcome back to Miss Branch's primary language course. We are going to be working with some new sounds today, so let's get started getting our materials. Today what we're going to need are glue letters. From your glue bag, you're going to need C, K, R, 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 I, and P. You're also going to need your journal, your pencil, and from your packet you will need your handwriting sheets for R, I, P, and C. Go ahead and put me on pause if you need to and go get your materials. When you're done, come press play. And welcome back. Thank you for pressing play and for getting all of your materials. We're going to start right now with our sight words. So for this, you just need your journal and your pencil. You can put everything else to the side. Every day that we do sight words, we're going to always review the sight words that we've already had. That way, our brain can start to really memorize them and know them. Does anyone remember what was the last sight word we studied? It was the only one we've done so far. It's the most popular word in the world. Here it is, the word the. Can you say this with me? The. I'm going to put it really close to the screen. Can you touch it and say the? Today we're going to introduce two new sight words. These sight words are interesting because when you see them, you're going to realize that they are also letters. Look at this one. This is the word A. We also know that it can sometimes mean the sound A. A is one of the few letters that can also be a word. So this sight word is the word A. I would use it if I was saying, please go get a pencil. Please go get a fork. This is the word A. This one is also a letter, but it can be a word. When I is a word, it is uppercase because it means a person's proper name. It means I. I am. I am holding the letter I, and it is also the word I. I love seeing you and working with you, and I love Emerson. I. Now I'm going to show them to the screen, and when I show them to you, I want you to tell me what it says. The. I. A. The. A. I. The. I. A. So go ahead and get into your journal. Remember to open it up to the page that's right after the last page that you did. Or if you still have space on your last page, you can use that same page too. I'm going to use my whiteboard today to write the words. So this is going to be my pretend journal. So you'll see here on mine, I have the 3 lines that we were talking about. The bottom line is the ground. The middle dotted line, that's the mountains. And the top line is the sky. So for most of my lowercase letters or words, they're going to say in between the mountains and the ground. But for my uppercase, they're going to go all the way from the ground to the sky. And we'll get to see how we do that with uppercases because one of our sight words is an uppercase word, the word I. So in your journal, sorry about that noise, let's go ahead and get ready to write. I'm going to write first, and then when I'm done writing, if you'll pause the video, then you can write in your journal too. So we're going to just practice writing the word the again. The starts at the ground and goes all the way to the sky and back down. And then all the way from the ground to the sky in a loop, to the mountains with a bump, to the mountains with the E. And then when I'm done, I'll come back and cross my T. I don't want to cross my T till I'm done with the whole word. Cursive is really beautiful because your pen doesn't come up until the very end of the word. And then you can go back and cross your T's and dot your I's. So let's try the word the again. All the way up, all the way down, loop-de-loop, bump, E, cross my T, the, way up, down, loop, bump, E, cross your T, the. Now let's try our second sight word, the word A. Up and stop, down, around, and out. A. A cat. A student. A pizza. A chicken nugget. You'll notice that my lowercase a is between the ground and the mountains. Okay, let's do our next one. The word I. A word I in cursive looks different than it does in print. In print, it's pretty easy. It's a line across the sky, all the way down, and a line across the ground. That's the print way that we'll see I. And we read in print, but we're going to practice writing in cursive. So for our cursive I, I'm going to start on the mountains, and I'm going to do what I call a backwards karate chop. So backwards karate chop, down to the ground, big loop-de-loop up and out. So my loop-de-loop goes all the way from the ground to the mountains. So start on your mountains, go back, chop, down to the ground, big swoop, and out. I. Chop, swoop, down, I. Backwards chop, down, around, I. So if you'll go ahead and practice writing those in your journal, these are our sight words for the day. So go ahead and pause, and then when you're done, come back by pressing play. Now that we've done our lesson and we have our materials, oh, I'm sorry, not our lesson, that's what's happening next. Now that we've done our sight words and we got our materials, now we are ready for our lesson. And our lesson today is over these sounds. So let's go ahead and get out our glue letters. We're going to practice tracing them. So this is the sound k, k. The way we trace it is we're going to use our two fingers on our writing hand. Remember, we have to get our fingers ready, so I'm going to use my sleeve and just rub, rub, rub. This brings all of our blood to our fingers so that we can really feel the bumpy glue. Okay, now I'm ready. So on C, I'm going to go up the tail to the top, down, around, up and over, down. Next is R. I'm going to go all the way up, over, down. R. 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 Next is I. And I want to tell you a funny story about I that I heard from Miss Turner. Miss Turner said that an I reminds her of someone lifting weights. Do you see the dot at the top of the I? So whenever she was thinking about a sound that someone makes when they lift weights, she remembered that sometimes we say, eh, eh, eh. So whenever we see I would like you to try and remember this is like a person lifting that weight. And the sound that this makes is eh, eh. Can you do that with me? Just make the sound and move your arm like this. Eh, eh, eh. So we trace it starting at the bottom. Up and down. Fingers come off. Dot your I. This is the letter P, and P says P, P. P has a lot of loops. Watch carefully. I'm going to start on this tail, up, all the way down. Bump, around, out. So go into the tail, all the way down, loop around, go up, around, out. Tail, all the way down, around, up, around, out. Tail, all the way down, up, around, out. P has some loops, but you can do it. So what I'd like you to do right now is pause this video and you do it. Trace your sounds, trace each one of them, and press play when you're finished tracing. Okay, welcome back. So you should have paused the video, traced each of yours, and said the sounds, and we like to do it at least 3 times. So if I was doing my R, 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 R. So if you didn't pause your video, go ahead and do that now and trace your sounds each 3 times. And if you have done it, let's move on to our next thing. The next thing we're going to do is a sound game. And for that, I need my handy dandy giant sound bag. So let's see what we have in here. Oh, my fell down. Let's fix that. Okay, what do we have today? Ooh, a cup. 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 Does this cup start with k, r, I, or p? Cup. Cup starts with k. What else is in this bag? Ooh. A rock. 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 K, r, I, p. Rock. Rock starts with r. My rock has some dust on it. Rock. R. Next one. Oh, a pump. 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 Does pump start with k, r, I, or p? Pump. Pump starts with p. Oh, a remote. Remote. R, remote. K, r, I, or p? R. Remote starts with r. Oh, a pot. 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 K, r, I, p. Pot. Pot starts with p. Oh, a Power Ranger. Power Ranger. Does Power Ranger start with k, r, I, p? P. Power Ranger. A camel. 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 K, k, r, I, p. Camel. There you have it. We have all of our sounds. That brings us to our challenge of the day. Challenge. So your challenge today, remember you don't have to do it. Challenge is just in case you want to. So you should have already done these things. You should have written your sight words in your journal, traced your letter sounds on your own, and done your handwriting sheets. The challenge today is to do a sound hunt in your own house with these sounds. So lay out your 4 sandpaper letters and find things around your house that start with that sound and sort them into lines just like I did here. When you're done with that, make sure you put back everything exactly where you got it. And I don't know if I said this earlier in the lesson. I have a feeling I didn't. But one thing you'll also need to do is finish your handwriting sheets for today. So the R, the I, the P, and the C. So this is what we all have to do. This is what you can do if you want. Today was a lot of fun. Can't wait to see you at the next one. Bye.